Today's tutorial, FL Studio plus Dub Turbo plus some dubstep quickly as an example. This video started because someone on YouTube is having trouble with triggering their MIDI keyboard with our VSTs within FL. And I thought, all right, I'll download the demo of FL, see if I can get the VSTs working and set up my MIDI controller properly without any hassle. And I did. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to ImageLine because over the years, what I knew as Fruity Loops has now grown into this, which is beautiful DAW. And we get a lot of comparisons somehow with Dub Turbo being the next FL or kind of like FL. And I'll be straight up, we're never going to get our standalone to be this huge. This is now a 10, 12, I don't know how many year long project. ImageLine has probably dumped in millions, has a crew of 50, 60 people, who knows how many. And they bring in enough revenue to reinvest to make this so huge and so beautiful now that I got to take a moment and say respect to you guys. And if I was not loyal to Cubase, I think this might be my next choice because it pretty much accommodates everything most of the other bigger DAWs do. I just don't know the inner tweakings of it, and I'm a noob right now with this, so I don't really know what I'm doing. You guys will watch me try to at least import the VSTs, make a very basic beat, and then use some of the other samploid VST and effect VSTs to finalize it and import some wubs. Okay, so first and foremost, what did I do? I went to my options, MIDI settings, made sure that my sound card is chosen for the output, and my USB controller or interface is chosen for the input. Okay, once I did that, actually I also, in my file settings, made sure to point my VSTs to wherever the folder usually sits. That's where my other ones are. So if you download your VSTs, make sure to put the VSTs in whatever folder you guys have set here. Okay, then it'll pop up in your channels. Maybe there's an easier way of doing this, but this is how I had to find it. And there's all my Dub Turbo 2 stuff. So I'll go to Dub Turbo 2, the first one, and it'll pop up my main interface. Here I'll choose House U to check out my keyboard. Perfect. You guys can go through the other video where we go through every function in here, but I'm going to keep it light just for the sake of time and for this video. What I have here, 141. What else am I going to need? I'm going to want to get my samploid in here, and I'm going to want to get my wub in here. Okay, we'll use these three for this tutorial. So this creates and generates bass tones, or if you can tweak it enough, you can actually get nice take the release down. You can start getting natural sounding wubs, get some LFO settings and glides in there, and you're rocking and rolling. But we're just going to use this for the bass right now. Bring our attack down. Bring the release back up a bit. Okay. Let's start making a little beat. Think I know what I'm doing. Let's go to the main interface. Let's lay some drums first. Okay. Oops. Oops. And we'll bring those down a little bit in volume. Once you're working in one DAW, like even though I'm in Cubase for 12 years, I'm kind of lost in here. Like I said, a lot of it's still kind of the same, at least the basics. So you start clicking Control, holding Shift, doing stuff, and you're like, oh, okay, different shortcuts, but it's all kind of still the same. So we'll bring that down. We'll get some cymbals in there on every second part of each bar. Sorry if this is boring. You guys can skip this part of the video if you want. That's nice. Let's see how it sounds up there. All right, and then sometimes you'll also have a little bit of a kick up from one kick to the next. So let's try. Boom. And then here we'll have a triple going. So it'll be boom. Okay. Next, let's just lay a little simple bass line. Oops, that's our samploid. We want the wub wub. Whoa, sorry. All right, we'll do something like that. All my MIDI gets laid a little early, and no matter what I do with my stupid settings, I can't seem to get it to lay perfectly. The higher advanced you get with your gear, sometimes the worse it is for you because you don't know where the offset is. Anyway, oops. Okay, and close that now too, and we're left with our samploid. So what I'll do here is, here's some of the samples you guys get when you grab Dub Turbo. Some awesome dubsteppy wobbles and wobs. Wobbles and wub wubs. And a lot of them last for 2, 4, and 8 bars even. These are 24-bit, and the ones that we've put into the standalone version are 16-bit, and there's 10 per folder. So here you have a folder, I think it's 200 samples. It's basically the same thing, but these ones, they're not compatible with the standalone because they're 24-bit, and because these are long samples, some of them. Let's try to find actually a longer one, because whatever this sits at is what the longest note will play for. So 6.67 seconds, or is that 87 seconds? Okay. Let's actually try a different folder. I'm gonna go back up. Okay, so a lot of these, I don't even have to do much more than just hold for a bar, and it'll just play out a nice little pattern for me. Might not work overlaid over what we have here with the low bass, but I'm going to be totally random and just see what happens. Not bad. That second one I don't like. I'm going to change this. Let's try that. And now I can start deleting some of these guys because it's way too full, but I just wanted to have a little peak loop going to see how it's going to sound. This is still way too loud. See how this sounds on a different kit if you'd like. Maybe give it a bit of a reverb. And with these, if you want to change them up, it's as easy as simply grabbing them all and just moving them a little bit. I can get carried away here. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my zone already. And yeah, just start building from there. So there it is. What I'm going to do is get a little more familiar with FL again after all these years, and now I'm a lot more advanced too, so it doesn't take as much to pick up, and then show you guys some compression techniques and what else I do with the drums, and then I guess start separating this, learning how to turn this into a proper track. Okay, so there you have it. FL, Dub Turbo, working together. No love, no hate, all love. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Grab your copy of Dub Turbo. Get to making your dubstep. Peace.